Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up half.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like yeah, 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's from pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater. Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs. Make profits. Light up watching them games. Make profits. While I'm still in my same big profits. They used to watch me move them packets. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing, dog? Make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We got a fantastic live stream in store for you guys today. We're giving away $1,000 cold hard cash, $1,000 right here. One of you lucky, beautiful people are going to be winning $1,000. We're also going to go over and talk about what we think this market's been doing. We're still inside that trading range. We're still inside that consolidation. We talked about last night in the live stream using relative strength and relative weakness while you're inside of that trading range. Well, guess what, folks? You're still in it. So therefore, that trading style and strategy still applies. Where are we going to find opportunities to make money in the markets tomorrow? We're going to break it all down. We're going to talk about it right here on this live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And for those of you that do not know, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform available today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have come to the right place, because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free, where myself, other TTG Pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, and analysis that can help you become better traders immediately. So take a moment and smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. We have an incredible stream in store for you guys here today. Like I said, one of you is going to win $1,000 later on in this live stream, but you are all going to be armed with the education, game plan, and resources to have the very best chance of making money in the markets for the rest of this week. So pay very close attention, because I'm going to be giving out some code words. I gave them out last night. I'll give them again this time as a little bit of a recap. Okay, so in case you guys were missed the live stream last night, you are in luck, because I'm going to give you those code words one more time. It's going to be the same code words as last night. So if you guys got the ones from last night, you're all good. You're ready for them. But at the end of the stream, we're going to put a name in a random name picker that's called Wheel of Names. We're going to spin the wheel live, and if you are the winner, we're going to call you using the phone number you provided to get your free ticket. You must answer and give us both code words that were given on the stream. If you do not answer, or you can't give both of the code words, we will skip you, and then we will spin the wheel again until we get a winner. Now, how do you guys get the money if you do win? Good question. In order to claim the $1,000, you have to either have PayPal or Venmo, and we're just going to immediately send it to you. It's as simple as that. All right. Had a lot of new people on the live stream last night joining us for the weekly outlook. We got some new faces that are going to be with us here today as well. Everyone's excited to try to win that $1,000. But for those of you that don't know what True Trading Group is or who I am, I'll explain to you guys why you should give a damn about anything it is that we talk about on these live streams. Is because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City, my very first job out of college, where I had to first go through a 3-month educational training program where I was taught the proper way how to navigate markets by other professional traders on Wall Street. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG. And along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world, from all walks of life, reach their goals of achieving profitability. We actually have members in over 100 different countries, truly a global community when you guys join True Trading Group. We're the fastest growing and highest rated platform out there because we combine premium online educational, university level trading and investing courses, which is similar to what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. We pair that with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and provide individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, but also all styles of trading. We day trade, we swing trade. We also do long-term investing. So there's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. That we take that university level curriculum, guys, we pair it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. These are tools that if you went to the companies that provide them directly, you're going to spend about $5 or $6 grand a year. But you need these tools. You might think you don't. You do. It gives you more information, more data, helps you make better decisions that increase your chances of success. If successful and professional traders use them, so should you. Successful traders, I assure you, don't get their trade ideas from Twitter. They don't get them from Reddit either. Okay, these are tools that will help you guys make better decisions. We have spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. Saves you $5,000, $5,000 to $6,000 a year when you guys join our platform. You have access to all of it. You also get access to all of our members, the most educated, helpful, successful, and supportive community of traders you're ever going to find. And of course, the real-time trade alerts from myself and the rest of the moderators in TTG that have collectively as a group been able to maintain a win rate cumulative just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So again, folks, if you're new, subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on anything it is that we say. First code word of the evening, same code words as last night, but I'm going to give them to you again because we were supposed to do the giveaway yesterday. Instead, we're doing it today. It was supposed to be $750 last night. It's going to be $1,000 today rather instead. First code word tonight, folks, is trending. Trending. The first code word is trending. Again, there's going to be 2 code words. This is the first, trending. You need to know both. If your name is called for the $1,000 giveaway, you better know the 2 code words. First one is trending. Now, I've been talking about a lot over, I feel like for the past year and a half that I keep talking about this is the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen. And that remains the case. But the market has been doing something very different for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days now. For the last 7 trading days, the market has just gone sideways, which is different. It's different because the market previous to that, if you look back for the entire, stretch of the last year and a half, you've had tremendous volatility, big ups, big downs. And then now as you zoom this in over the last 7 trading days, you can see we have just gone sideways as the market has been digesting tremendous amounts of catalysts, economic data, inflation, Fed, banks, earnings, other GDP numbers from around the world. There's a whole long list of, debt ceiling talks. Markets have been digesting all this information, and it's been just going sideways during that time. Now, that is different from what we've seen. You've seen a lot of directional momentum. Even look back a couple of weeks ago, you can see big move down, big move up, big move down, and then all of a sudden, like I said, you're trading sideways. But this creates a channel. And the channel, and if you guys were on the live stream last night, we talked about some trading styles and strategies that really benefit during channel trading, one of which being iron condors, which one of our moderators who specializes in advanced options and multi-leg option strategies was able to put on a few days ago and rip out anywhere from 70 to 100% gain for members, depending on where you got out of the trade. And that is a trading strategy and a trade you can put on that will actually have you benefit when the market goes sideways. You'll actually suck in the premium from call options and put options. As the market goes sideways, the call options dissipate in value. The put options also dissipate in value, and you will be able to capitalize on that premium. And that's going to be your iron condor. That's one thing that you got, one way that you can capitalize on this market environment. So this environment has been the greatest trading environment that we've ever seen. But now that things are going sideways, people don't necessarily know what to do because they're so used to these huge moves up and down. Huge moves up and down. Yes, obviously, that volatility provides us with tremendous money-making opportunities. We had 4 triple-digit gains last week, 4 the week before that, and 11 the week prior to that. So that is, kind of has almost become part of a norm for True Trading Group. But this sideways action, you got to switch it up a little bit. We talked about this last time in the live stream. Relative strength, relative weakness as the market gets to the top end and as the market gets to the bottom end of this trading range. There's no stock market textbook that's going to teach you guys how to trade. They don't teach you this in college. All right. They don't teach you this in high school. It's a shame, but it shows you that you don't need Ivy League education in order to do this. Most people learn this stuff outside of school by either getting a job on Wall Street or joining groups like ours. But unfortunately, some people get taken advantage of by other groups that promise unrealistic, goals, and they promise unrealistic results, and they promise you nothing but hopes, and they promise you the stars and the moon, and they don't give you even a fraction of what they claim. And it's unfortunate, but we actually had a member in chat just recently, this is a true story, that actually said that they can see how somebody in this environment can make millions of dollars. Not to say that you're going to make millions of dollars. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to make millions of dollars. Okay. But this person was talking about how with the volatility in the market that they can actually see how even working 40 hours a week, that it's possible. And the bottom line here, folks, is that members of True Trading Group are Not necessarily all of them. Some of them have actually crossed over the $1 million mark, but not all of them are making millions of dollars. But the point is that these members are making money and they're becoming better traders. And that is what's most important. I don't want you guys to just take my word for it, but members, you guys can maybe type the $ in chat. If you're making money, you're becoming better traders because of True Trading Group. Just go ahead right now and type the $ inside of chat. For those of you that are not members, pay attention to how many people have the $ on this side of the screen. These are your peers, folks. These are people that are just like you. They found us on a live stream. They learned more in an hour and a half with me than they learned the entire last year by themselves. And now they're sitting here telling you that with the education, the tools, the resources, the community, the mentorship, the guidance that they receive at True Trading Group, they're able to make money and become better traders. If they can do it, so can you. They have all the same excuses: full-time job, small account, no experience, lost money before. Yet now they're telling you they're actually making money. So pay attention how many people are tapping the $. You know why these people are making money and becoming better traders? I talked about this a little bit last night, but I think it's a 50-50 split. I think 50% of it is the education, the resources, the tools that we provide because we know what you need in order to become successful. How do we know this? It's a good question. Well, we have a lot of experience. We have 9 professional traders in chat that are moderators that walk you through every trading day, that have a combined 100 total years of public market experience. And we've seen close to 60,000 traders come through True Trading Group since 2016. That's through the form of annual members, lifetime members, trial members. We've seen about nearly 60,000 traders that have come through True Trading Group. And we've seen the struggles, we've seen the successes, the failures, the accomplishments. We understand the retail trader in a way that most people never will and most companies can only dream of. We understand, in our opinion, we understand what it takes to get you from where you are now to where you want to be, and not for any other reason other than the fact that we've seen it before and we have helped others achieve the exact same thing. As you just saw, how many people were commenting and typing the $. The other 50% of it, I think, is what you actually put into it. And I think it's really that simple. You know, anyone that feels like you don't have time or you can't possibly make the time, you don't have the money, I think you guys are dead wrong. We've seen members in True Trading Group start with $200, $300 in their trading account, and they've turned it into 4, some even 5-figure accounts. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars. It is simply just not true. It's simply just not true. And if you guys say, you know, if you keep making up reasons why you can't do this right now, or why this can't work for you, then it simply just will never work for you. There's reasons you all made time to be here tonight rather than not having time to do something else. Things are going to go back to normal again. You know, you're getting a little bit of a taste of it. Things are going to get back to normal again. They're not back to normal yet. You still have a long way to go before we get back to normal. Things will go back to normal. And you're going to wake up one day and all this is going to change. And this volatile market environment, which is the greatest market environment that I've seen in my going on 18-year career of doing this, is going to have passed you by. And yet again, it's going to be another thing in your life that you missed out on because you were too scared to pull the trigger. I'm telling you now, don't let this happen to you. Don't let this happen to you. Massive headline influence can come out here at any moment regarding the debt ceiling, regarding some banks. It's trader's paradise right now, guys. And I'm going to show you guys the right way how to take advantage of this sideways action that we find ourselves in, but we're not going to stay in this range for much longer. I actually talked about last night that I think we're going to break out of this range this week. We'll see if that remains to be the case. Today is day 1 of the week. We're still inside the range. We got a couple of 4 days left to go to see if we can break out of it. I do still believe we're going to break out of the range, but here we are after day 1, still inside it. What I want to do here, guys, all right, what I want to do here is actually have a nice, open, broad conversation with everybody here, okay? I want to have a nice, open, broad conversation with everybody here. We'll open the floor up and do like a Q&A session as well. And in order to help me with that conversation, I would like to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, the business mind behind True Trading Group, the man responsible for making sure that the platform runs as smoothly as it does and that you guys have all the tools, the resources, and the workshops and the boot camps and the organization, everything that members do inside True Trading Group to make sure that they give themselves the very best chance of becoming successful. So everybody give a big ayo to Adam.
What's up, man?
What's going on, bro? How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Very nice.
Very nice.
You're doing well, then I'm doing well.
Yep.
You're happy, I'm happy.
So what do you want to do? You want to take some questions?
I would love to take some questions. I think, you know, we can talk about on this live stream. I want to talk about kind of how to trade a range, relative strength and relative weakness. It's a little bit about what I talked about last night on the live stream as well, but it's important because we're still inside this range. But I think it's good to take some questions from people. The markets, a lot of people have been asking questions. We have some small caps that went crazy today. And I think it'd be good for us to just open the floor up, let everybody ask me whatever's on their mind, and it's my pleasure to answer.
All right, so guys, go ahead, type your questions in chat right now, and we will get started. Let's see.
You guys, don't be shy. Type your questions in chat, and then we will pull them up on the screen. I'll answer anything that's on you guys' mind.
All right. Well, while we wait on the first question, why do you think right now it is so important for traders and investors to be able to have their head on a swivel, to be able to pivot and to be reactive as opposed to trying to be predictive?
I think it's so important right now because you're at a very crucial moment right now in the market where a lot of hedge funds are still positioned short. Everybody is still anticipating a recession. People are looking at the jobs and the labor market data and the earnings data and can't figure out how the hell the unemployment rate has actually gone down, even though the Fed has raised rates over 5%. Now, in the past, by this point, you would have already started to see cracks in the labor market after such a sharp raise in the Fed funds rate. And you have a lot of catalysts right now that can move the market, whether it's a bank issue. Everybody all of a sudden just forgets about regional banks, right? But you remember just 2 weeks ago, it was almost every day a piece of news about a regional bank was sending the markets up 500 points or down 500 points. So at any moment, you can have another headline about another bank, say that some other bank is maybe, in a tight spot that could rattle the markets. At any moment, you can get an update regarding the debt ceiling. That could, if you do get a deal, that could help alleviate some pressure. That can move the markets to the upside. You can get more comments from the Federal Reserve. You have a lot of Fed members that are speaking this week. A lot. That Fed members speak today. You have a whole slew of them speaking tomorrow and Wednesday. Some of the things that they say can move the markets. Instead of you trying to predict what all of these things are going to be, not to mention we're getting to the tail end of earnings season, instead of you trying to predict what earnings are going to be, predicting what this Fed member is going to say, predicting what this inflation data is going to be, react to it. You put yourself in such a better probability position for success if you, instead of trying to guess, understand if this, then that type of scenario. So, okay, if the catalyst is X, what's the market going to do? If the catalyst is Y, what's the market going to do? Understand that. Then, when the catalyst comes out, is it X or Y? And then position yourself for it. Have a game plan either way. Say, okay, well, if the inflation data comes in like this, then I'm going to get long these 3 stocks. I'm going to buy this call option on the SPY. If the inflation data comes in this, well, then I'm going to short these 3 stocks. I'm going to buy put options on the SPY. Have those game plans already worked out so that you can just react to the number or react to a catalyst point rather than position yourself ahead of it and try to just guess what it's going to be. I'm not in this game to guess. If all I wanted to do was guess, I'd go to Vegas. If I wanted 50-50 odds, up, down, I'll go to Vegas. That's not what trading is. Trading is about identifying high probability situations. Whether an A setup has a 75% probability, a B setup 65, a C setup 50. You stay away from the 50-50 coin flips at all costs. I want 50-50 odds. I'll go to Vegas and put my money on red or black. And even that's not 50-50 because you got 0-0-0. Okay? So if I wanted 50-50 odds, I'd go to Vegas. I will teach you guys, and the moderators and I will teach you when you join True Trading Group, what the difference is, because there's very clear differences between what makes an A setup versus a B setup. You guys will learn how to identify the difference between probability of setup. And if you then, it's up to you to build the patience and the discipline to wait until you see those A quality setups and then attack them and put yourself on the right side of that probability over and over again. And folks, that's trading.
Excellent. All right, let's take a look here. All right, there you go.
With analysts being close in line with EPS from this Q1 earnings, do you think companies need to beat much higher than usual to move the stock up or move down? Fight trader, that's actually a really good question. I assume you're talking about for the second quarter now, because you really have not seen a decline in earnings estimates from analysts, and you haven't really seen decline in guidance from companies either. So it does, I think, make things a little bit more challenging the further that you go. It's a lot easier to beat earnings expectations when your expectations are lower and they have not really been revised down like a lot of people thought they were going to be. Earnings estimates are actually still pretty high. That was actually part, with Apple. Apple's earnings expectations this past quarter actually were pretty low. The bar for Apple, the bar was low. Apple usually has a pretty high bar when it comes to earnings, but not this quarter. This quarter, they were actually pretty low. And you got the beat, and the Apple stock moved back to the upside and is a stone throw away from its all-time high, as crazy as that might sound. It's only, I don't know, $5 or so off its all-time high. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. I'll just pull it up on my screen I'll just pull it up since we're talking about it. 172. I think the high is 182. 183. So you're $11 off the all-time high for Apple, as crazy as that sounds. But that's where earnings estimates find themselves now. And to be honest with you, I think that it is a little bit more challenging now for Q2 earnings. And I think that it would lead, I think it makes it more difficult for companies. I think you might have, as the economy continues to slow, I think you're going to have you're going to have a higher rate of companies miss in Q2 than you did Q1. So I do think that is setting the stage for that. But a lot of people have been expecting earnings to collapse for the last 3 quarters, and they still haven't. So the economy has been far more resilient than anybody really expected. Yep, Fight Trader, my pleasure. It's a great question.
All right, 1 second. Let's see here. Here you go. This is from Muggsy.
Mike, you talk about your game plan for SPY put trade if SPY breaks either 409 or 415. What's your plan or expectations? Yes. So I am trying to get myself into a long dated SPY put option, which is going to be a January expiration 400 strike put. I bought a small tier 1 position on this. How many days? This was what day did I enter this trade? On May 3rd. And the markets have just gone sideways since. So it's a tier 1. Now, for those who don't know tier trading, tier 1 is 25% of the desired size that you want to get yourself into. So tier 2 would then be your full size position. So right now we're in tier 1. My game plan with this trade, if the market breaks out the top end of this range, I think you can see a little bit of a short squeeze that takes you into the 420 zone. And then that is where I'll buy the tier 2 of the position. So the tier 2 would be in here. Okay, that would be where I will buy the full position of the SPY put trade if we break out of this channel and we move to the upside, because I think you get a little bit of a short cover. But I do not think that short squeeze, as I think some funds are still too overly positioned to the bearish side, I don't think that's going to break you over this 430 level. That 430 level, in my opinion, is a brick wall resistance from 2022. So I'll buy the puts in front of it. And I'm going to hold on to those for probably 6 to 8 months. If we break it to the downside, okay, if you break underneath this 409, Do I want to add to the position at that point? I'll probably wait to see what's going on with data before I then add to the put position at that time. I want to wait to see. I want to wait and get some jobless claims data. I want to get another labor report. I want to get another CPI report and see if what you'll want to see in order for me to get the full extent of this position is you'll want to see inflation stop going down, but then see jobless claims accelerate higher. So if you get that combination of data, that's what I'm going to want to go ahead and start adding to that full size position. I'll walk members through when I add to that position. Right now I'm in a tier 1, but I'll certainly let everybody know when I get to my full size position.
Read the screen, Michael.
With stocks giving you little to no follow through, it's hard to wait for confirmation because by the time it's confirmed, it's reversing soon after. Please advise. My boy Jimmy, happy 3-year anniversary. I saw your comment earlier that you're coming up on your 3-year anniversary with your training group. Waiting for confirmation and the stock making the move that you expected is a very fine line. And what I like to do is maybe try this instead, Jimmy. Instead of you actually waiting for confirmation, if you're trusting the levels that you see, play the ranges. So when you're looking at the market, and this is what we talked about yesterday, and I'll go to a 15-minute chart just so you guys can see it. You have a very clear defined range here on the SPY, right? Everybody, it doesn't take a master chartist to see that every time the market gets to this level, you see that it sells off, right? Everybody can see this. Okay. Every time you get to the top end, it sells off. Okay. Now to the flip side of that, every time you get down to this 409, the market bounces. So what I think you're better off doing in this environment, Jimmy, is look for relative strength and weakness when the market gets to the outer ranges of this consolidation. So when the market gets to the top end, look for stocks that are relatively weak, short them, and look for the market to pull back off the top end. When the market gets to 409, the bottom end, look for stocks that are relatively strong and buy those stocks at those support levels. Look for those support levels to hold, anticipate them holding, get yourself in that position rather than waiting for confirmation. Let the confirmation be the market rather than the individual stock, and play stocks that are highly correlated to the market. They're going to give you ups and downs based on what the market is doing, and play this consolidation and play this range until the range breaks. Once this range breaks, I think you have about $4 of direction. So if you break the upside, I think you have $4 to 417. Break the downside, I think you have $4 to 405. So you don't have to be the first person to the party when this range breaks. You'll have plenty of time and plenty of follow through, which at least I think you will have plenty of follow through. $4 in both directions. Play the range until it breaks. And instead of you waiting for confirmation, get yourself in even prior to confirmation. Use the market as confirmation instead of the stock, and then front load the position. What I mean by that is instead of you taking off, let's say 25% of your position at profit target 1, maybe take off 50% at profit target 1, or take off 35 or 40% of your position at profit target 1. So you're getting more of your position off the table early. Since you're not getting a lot of follow through, you're not being paid to hold on to the bulk of your position. Like today, my trade today in Roku, I shorted Roku today. I made some money on it. It wasn't a monster win. But nowhere near a triple digit gain or anything like that. But it was a single. I'll take a single on a slow, choppy day. And instead of me, when the market gives me a lot of direction and a lot of follow through and I have very high conviction, sometimes I'll do a profit target 1, 25%, profit target 2, 25%. And now I have 50% of my position still for profit targets 3, 4, etc., which is really when you're getting really good follow through. But in a market like this, if you're not getting to profit target 4 or 5, it does not pay to hold the bulk of your position for the back half of the move, because the back half of the move is not happening. So get that bulk of your position off in the front end of the move and then hold a small piece in case the stock gives you follow through. And that's how you can capitalize on this environment. What can get us out of this range? I mean, a lot of different things can get us out of this range. It's not going to be earnings. The chance for earnings to get us out of this range has come and gone. Fed talk can get us out of this range. Debt ceiling talk can get us out of this range. Labor data can get us out of this range. I would say, and if you had some type of if another bank was in trouble, those are catalysts that can get us out of this.
Yeah,
range.
but those are all catalysts to the downside.
No, not necessarily. You can have something regarding. I think when the debt ceiling actually is agreed to be raised, I think the market's actually moved to the upside on that. If you have labor data that continues to be strong, another month later or another week later, the full labor report you'll get next month, but every week you get jobs data. So, if that jobs data continues to be strong, then that can take you out of the range. A lot of people are looking for the labor market and the jobs data to start to weaken and to start to crack. But if it doesn't, that could take you to the upside. I mean, these are the catalysts that you have in front of you that could break you out of this range. And the Fed, what do you mean? The Fed, that doesn't necessarily have to break you to the downside. It depends on what they say.
All right. Well, let me reiterate the question, okay? And don't dance around it. What is in your opinion, what is the most likely thing that gets us out of this range?
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
Absolutely. So then why do you think that we're going to get out of it this week?
Because we've been in it for about 7 days, and the market doesn't usually stay in this tight of a range for more than like 2 weeks. You've had in the past, if we go back to, let me see what it was. Here we go. It was the end of December. So you remember the end of December? This is very similar price action to the end of December. So let me zoom in on the end of December. And let me remind you guys what happened at the end of December. We sat in this consolidation channel for about 3 weeks. Okay. We were in this consolidation channel for about 3 weeks. That was the longest channel that we have been in since 2018. Okay. That was the longest channel we've been in really since 2018. But then once you broke out of the channel, look at what happened once you broke out of the channel. You got tremendous directional follow through and momentum into the month of January. Now you take a look at this channel and now you zoom this in and you can see here again, we're now back in another consolidation, another channel. Could this last another week, week and a half, 2 weeks? Sure, of course it could. Depends on what goes on with all of these different catalysts. I don't know what these catalysts are going to be. You asked me what can break us out of this range. It could be one of those catalysts, but these catalysts can go either way. That goes back to the first question that you asked about predicting these catalysts or reacting to them. These are the catalysts that could break us out of this range. Can we stay in the range for another week or two? Yes, absolutely, we possibly could.
But in your opinion, you feel like it's going to go to the up or downside this week?
I feel like we're going to start to – I feel like this week we're going to see signs of us breaking out of this range. But if not, we just continue to trade the relative strength and relative weakness, top end and bottom end of this range until the range breaks.
If it breaks the upside, how high do you think we could get here before
into the 420s, and then I would say that's it. So if it breaks to the upside, let me delete all this. If it breaks to the upside, I'll just show you. So here is resistance, and here is resistance. Okay. This top end resistance level, I don't think the market gets above that. If we break out of this consolidation to the upside, you have this resistance level that you'll have to contend with. And then if you break through that, which I think you would, if you break out of this consolidation to the upside, I think there's going to be enough power to break above this resistance. And that would push you up into, the 420s. And I would say that we can get as high as this. I can see us get up into here. Absolutely. And then I think the market then would then run out of steam up there in the 420s and then roll itself back over. So kind of like a false breakout type of scenario.
It's one of those things where I feel like right now, excuse me, it's so easy to get lulled to sleep with what's going on. And I feel like when the break does happen, which I agree, I think it's going to happen relatively soon, people are just going to be caught so off guard, and then everyone's going to be scrambling for position.
It's going to happen on a day when you least expect it. No one's going to be ready for it. It's going to be a quiet day, and the market's going to break through the range, and it's just not going to stop. It's just going to keep going and keep going and keep going. And you're going to wait. You're going to look up at your TV and you're going to say, whoa, the Dow 600 points, whether it's up or down, you're like 600 points. We're red 600. We're up 600. What's going on? Why? What's the catalyst? And there might not even be this huge, massive, like there's this massive event that took place. It's going to catch people by surprise. It's going to catch people off guard. You're 100% right, Adam. That's why you can't allow yourself to fall asleep. Play the range until it breaks, and then go with it once that range breaks, because I think you're going to get at least $4 of direction either way.
Nice. Where do you think the year ends up?
Whew. So, like, what's my year-end target?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or just, like you could say simple, like, hey, I think we close above where we closed last year. Or below, or just, you keep it simple.
I think we're going to be red again. I think the market's going to sell off towards the end of the year as you get a growth scare, as the potential of a recession shows its face. I think the markets are going to go back to the downside. I think we're going to go back to,
according to Paul Tudor Jones, he says this was an article that was published on CNBC today. He says that the Fed is done raising rates, stocks to finish the year higher from here.
Yeah, I saw him today on CNBC.
What do you think?
I don't think anything. I mean, there's a million people that think the market's going to go higher. There's a million people that think the market's going to go lower.
Yeah, but we're talking about Paul Tudor Jones in this article. I understand that there's a million people, whatever.
What do I think about it? I mean,
like, do you think that he's got some valid points? Do you think he's right?
Of course he has valid points. Obviously, no, I don't think he's right. If I just told you I think the market's going to go down.
Okay.
But I don't. But I'm not oblivious to. This is what it comes down to. Do you believe there's going to be a recession, or do you think there's going to be a soft landing? If you think there's going to be a soft landing, then the market goes higher. If you think there's going to be a recession, then the market goes lower. So which one do you believe is going to happen? And that's it. That's the answer that you'll have to. That is the answer. So if you were in the camp that it is more likely than not that there will be a mild recession, then that means you think the markets are going to go down towards the end of the year. If you were in the camp that you believe we're going to have a soft landing, then you believe that the markets are going to be higher at the end of the year. And that's really like the two sides of the story that you have. Anyone that's bullish, I talked about this last night too. Anyone that's bullish because they think the Fed's going to cut rates, then you're bullish for the complete and total wrong reason. You don't want the Fed to cut rates this year. If the Fed cuts rates this year, that means something terrible happened. You do not want them to cut rates because we know inflation is not going to be at 2% this year. Nobody expects inflation to be at 2% this year. The Fed doesn't expect inflation to be at 2% this year. The market doesn't expect inflation to be at 2% this year. So that means the only way the Fed would cut rates, there's two scenarios they cut rates. One, inflation's back at 2%, they can bring rates back down. Second scenario, the banking crisis worsens, or you have a deeper recession and the Fed has to cut rates in order to spark the economy and pull the economy out of a recession. Those are the only two scenarios that you have that they would cut rates. If they're cutting rates because of a recession or because the banking crisis worsens, then the cutting of the rates is actually not a positive thing. And the market would move lower after the rates were cut. In 2008, the Federal Reserve cut interest rates down to zero. The market still went significantly lower. I'm not saying this is 2008. I'm just giving you examples that when you have a recession, the Fed cuts rates, the market still moves to the downside after the rate cut. It's different than when you had 2019, when the Fed was raising rates at the end of 2018 and the market sold off 20%. Inflation at that time, though, was 1.7. So the Fed cut rates back down because they could, because inflation was so low. And then you got this massive rally in 2019. The market went straight up in 2019. It was a huge bull market in 2019 when they did that. But that was them cutting rates without there being any type of issue. There was no banking situation. There was no recession. If there's a recession or a banking situation, that's why they cut rates. That's not a good thing.
All right, got it. So would you be surprised either way?
No, absolutely not. Because I would not be surprised. If I'm wrong, I wouldn't be surprised at all. If I'm right, I wouldn't be surprised at all. And I'll explain to you why both ways. Why would I not be surprised if I'm right? Because never in the history of the U.S. economy and the stock market have you had an oil price shock, the fastest rate cycle in history, a deeply inverted yield curve up and down the yield, an inverted 3-month to 10-year deep inversion. Never in the history of the stock market and the U.S. economy, since those two things existed in harmony, never before have all of those things I just named to you happen within a 12-month time period and a recession not followed. Never in history. So if it happens this year, it would be the first time in history all those things happened and there was not a recession. So that's why I would not be surprised if I'm correct. Why would I not be surprised if I'm wrong? Well, you've also had something else that was the first time in history, and that was the entire global economy getting shut off with a switch. Trillions of dollars of money being poured into every economy around the world. Well, nobody was productive. Nothing was being generated. Okay. It was just money while the economy was closed. And then the economies were just flipped back on with a switch. So never before has that happened. And when you take a look at what happened with COVID, when COVID hit, you were either on the worst depression you've seen since the 1920s or the greatest economic boom that you'll ever lived. Now, if you are in the restaurant business, you are in a hair salon, a nail salon, a gym, a hotel, you're in live entertainment, a massage parlor, you had a massive depression. Your business went to zero overnight. But if you were in real estate, tech, or crypto, it was the biggest economic boom you've ever experienced in your entire life.
I just want to point something out. Nobody calls it a massage parlor if they're not getting a happy ending. It's called a spa.
What do you call Massage Envy a spa?
I don't go to Massage Envy.
Okay, so what would you call Massage Envy? Would you call Massage Envy a spa? Would you call it a massage parlor?
I'd call it a spa if I had to.
You call Massage Envy a spa?
I don't call it a jerkery.
I don't call it a jerkery. A massage parlor to me is not a rub and tug. A rub and tug is a rub and tug.
All I'm saying, Mike, is that nobody calls it a massage parlor unless I'm just saying. And Daddy Trades is like, yo, he's got a point.
All right, so if you work at a spa,
right,
your business went to zero. And now you look at now, it's reversing. People that live in or that work in live entertainment, that work in the hotel industry, leisure, hospitality, travel, restaurant business, booming. They can't find enough workers. But if you work in mortgages, tech, or crypto, companies have laid off 20, 30, 40, 50% of their entire workforce. So now you tell me, well, who's on what end of the depressionary environment or the greatest economic boom they've ever seen? And that's never happened before in history. So I talked about this in my market outlook for 2023, this concept of the potential of a rolling recession. A rolling recession is when you have certain parts of the economy contract while others are actually still expanding. And that's a rolling recession. And that is a very realistic possibility. But I think that would be a very mild recession if that was the case. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. And this actually turns out to be the very first time in history that you avoid a recession, because you've never before in history shut down the economy and injected trillions of dollars into it. So that's why I wouldn't be surprised either way, to be completely honest.
All right. Give the second code word.
Guys, the second code word for this evening is charts. Charts. The second code word for this evening is charts. So again, we're giving away $1,000 on this live stream. You need to know both code words. The first one I gave out earlier. The second one is charts. You better know both of them if your name is called for that $1,000 giveaway. You got to know both code words.
Somebody was late to the conversation and they typed in people establishments.
People establishments. No, that's FiTrader. FiTrader asked that question earlier.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that is pretty good though. People establishments.
Yeah. All right. So, why don't you see how many new people are on here real quick?
Guys, do me a favor. Type the letters TTG if you are on this live stream and you are not a member of the community. If you're not part of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letters TTG for me real quick. I'd like to see how many people we have in here that are not members because I'm about to give away $1,000. So I want to know who I'm talking to. So again, if you're not a member, type the letters TTG. Let's see. We got Havoc, PD,
Some Goober. I like that.
Some Goober. We have no name, just blank. Mike D, Nas, Raphael, Jeff. Raphael, welcome back. I think you were on here the other night, if I'm not mistaken. We got Jeff, Monkey, Arthur, Dennis. Game Day.
Roger. The artist formerly known as Roger.
Danny.
Danny was a member, no?
I have no idea. Donnie. I'm going to pronounce that Donnie. I'm not going to say Danny. I'm going to say Donnie.
His name is Daniel Goley.
I'm going to say Donnie. Just, I don't know, just because. Shayna, Sushil.
Oh, Donnie.
Wait, Leroy, you're a member now, bro. You just signed back up the other day. Just chilling.
Where do you see Leroy? Oh, Leroy Salinas. Yeah.
Damn, blowing up his last name and everything, Adam.
Whatever. Okay.
Dave, Die, Kevin, Trader Ross, what's up? Dave G. Oh, because I just joined the chat. Bogey, how can I talk about taking profits with only one contract? Do it at profit target number 2, Bogey. If you only have one contract, do it at profit target number 2. But I would suggest that you start trading cheaper options that you can buy at least 2 contracts.
All right. Why don't you tell these fine people how they can join us this evening? And I will be back in a moment. I'm going to use the restroom while you do this. I'll be back in a moment, and I'll tell them the special type of laptop that we have tonight. We have 3 of them.
Can you tell me what it is so I can explain to them what they're getting?
Yeah, you need to put it on the screen, though, so hang on.
Actually, then don't go anywhere. If you want me to tell them how to join.
I definitely need to go somewhere.
All right, then you got to give it to Joe or somebody so that I can explain to them what they're getting when they join True Trading Group, because we have something very special tonight, guys. Those of you that are not members, we have something actually pretty special for you guys here tonight. But there's only 3. There is only 3. Cool. So I guess I will be given 0 of the information. On exactly what this is that you guys are getting. Victus, an HP Victus laptop. An HP Victus laptop. So you guys know, I want to make sure you guys understand something here. When you guys join True Trading Group, if you guys are new to the channel, what we usually do, what we usually do is we have relationships with 3 different wholesalers, and what we end up doing is we buy laptops in bulk. So if you guys have been to our live streams before, we give away free laptops. We give away free laptops on these live streams when people join, or at least we try to, when we can get these laptops. We buy them in bulk. We get really good pricing from the wholesaler. But the laptops that we give away, I mean, listen, they're free, they're cool, but it's not a MacBook. It's not like a gaming laptop. Okay. I mean, they're a couple $100 laptop. They're around a $300 value is the ones that you guys, that we usually get from our people. This is something that unique that we were able to get from one of our wholesalers. And this is an HP Victus laptop. Now, this is an absolute monster, badass laptop. This is not a little $300 value laptop. This is a $1,000 laptop. All right. This is a $1,000 laptop. We only have 3 of them. Okay. They were just something that we were able to get. They were kind of like extra from the wholesaler. We were like, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. But there's only 3 of them. Okay. So this is what we have available for the next 3 people that join True Trading Group this evening. But that's it. Just 3 of them. Now, let me explain to you guys how you can join our community, because you get access to it's all inclusive. It includes all of our courses, includes all of our tools. There's no upsell for courses. There's no upsell for tools. And guys, we ship these laptops anywhere in the world. We have members in 100 different countries. As long as you live on planet Earth, we're going to get you guys these free laptops. But again, there are only 3 of them. So you need to go to ttgoffer.com. The coupon code is TTG121. It drops the price down 20% from the normal price of $2,212 was the normal price. With that coupon code TTG121, the price drops down 20% to just $1,768. That's $1,768 for the entire year. It comes with this laptop. Okay, so if you are one of the next 3 people to go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121. You get a 20% discount, brings the price down to just $1,768 for the entire year. There's no upsell for courses or tools, and you get this free laptop. You get our entire 22-course curriculum. Joe, if you want to post up the syllabus in chat, you guys can click on the link that we're posting in chat. It is a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. All of it is included when you guys join. You can click the link inside chat. You'll see the list of all the courses you have access to. You see the whole syllabus. There's not, another $1,000 worth of VIP courses that you have to pay for after you join. We don't sell you half the solution. We don't play games like that. When you join True Trading Group, you get access to all of our courses. You also get all the tools. Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. That's $1,000 on its own if you just go to Benzinga directly. It's included when you join True Trading Group for the $1,768. You get Quote Media's full book level 2, TradingView's premium charting software. TradingView's premium charting software, that's another $600 a year. Just those 2 tools, Benzinga and TradingView, they're $1,700 a year right there. You guys are paying $1,768 to join True Trading Group for the whole year. You get access to those things, and you're getting this brand new ridiculous HP Victus laptop with $1,000 value. You also get the Trade Idea scanner that streams on our platform. You guys can use to get access to make sure you know what the hottest stocks are that you should be focusing on. You get a simulator from ET&A, lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, but with real-time data. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. All of this is included. You don't know how to use these things. Don't worry about it. We teach you how to use them. A trading journal that tracks all your trading, breaks it down to the statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. All of these things are included when you join our platform. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com. The coupon code is TTG121. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. When you guys join, there'll be a welcome email in your inbox with instructions to claim the free laptop. So just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. The price drops 20% down to $17.68. As long as you see the laptop in your checkout cart. You see that laptop icon up there? As long as you see that laptop, that's how you know you're getting one of them. There's only 3. Right? So it's a great question. How do you know you're getting the laptop? Well, when you go to checkout, as long as that laptop's there, you're getting one. Once 3 transactions complete, laptop will no longer be visible. Okay. The spec sheet link is on the checkout page, guys. So any of you that are, if you guys, listen, I'm not a computer person, but if you guys are into tech and computers like that, the spec sheet link is right next to the icon. So if you want to get the spec sheet on this laptop, you guys can click on the link that's right next to the laptop. This is a very special one-time offer we got from our wholesaler. There's only 3 of them available. Now, if you used to be a trial member, you used to be an annual member, or you are currently a trial member and you guys want this deal, you want this laptop, you have to send a text message to 786-505-4049, 786-505-4049. Text that number. We'll whitelist your email. You can also text that number if you guys have any questions. You can also text that if you guys have questions as well. You'll talk to a real person. All right. And I stand behind the platform that we've created, guys. You know, I know I talk a big game on these live streams, but I back it up with our own money. Anyone that joins your training group this evening, you will be getting a double your money back guarantee. It's not just about a laptop. It's about a double your money back guarantee. Because if you join our platform and go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group, do those 3 things. If you cannot make $1,768 back at least one time during your membership, then I will give you back $3,536, double what you paid to join our platform. Double. I can do that because we've only had to give a refund to about 2.43% of members since 2016. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,100 reviews. And folks, 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members of the platform and of the community. Okay. So that is why, okay, that's how you guys can take advantage of this deal. And they get to keep the laptop. Yes, young Tito. If you guys do not make, yes, you do get to keep the laptop. So here's the deal. If you do not make the $1,768 back at least one time during your membership, not only will I give you back $3,536, it's right there in black and white on the checkout page, the double your money back guarantee, but you can keep the laptop. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in over 100 different countries. Okay. We are going to cover the shipping cost. It is our gift to you. Go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You see a laptop, you're getting one. That's simple. The spec link, the spec sheet link is right next to the laptop icon. If you guys want to see the details of the laptop, you can click on that link and you guys will get access to that. There's only 3 of them, so I would hurry up and grab them. This laptop is insane. Can you trade with it? Yes. Can you game with it? Yes. Can you go to outer space? Maybe. Badass laptop, guys. $1,000 value. It's yours for the next 3 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. Again, if you have any questions or you're having a hard time signing up, just text us 786-505-4049. All right. Folks, so yeah, it's pretty simple. I don't think you need that double your money back guarantee, but it's there for peace of mind. It's there for peace of mind. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. If our refund rate was 15%, or 20%, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back because we would go out of business. We have 30 employees. We would go out of business if that was the case. But our refund rate is 2.43 since 2016. Our retention rate, that's how many people renew their membership, 78%. 5-star rate on Trustpilot, over 2,100 reviews. That's why I can offer you the double your money back guarantee. And I can offer you the laptop because we get a great deal on it from the wholesaler. So we're happy to do it. All right. Again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You get the 20% off and the laptop and the double your money back guarantee. Okay. Now, before we do the $1,000 giveaway, so now we're giving away $1,000. Wow, this is what a crazy night. I'm giving away $1,000 laptops, but I'm also giving away $1,000 cold hard cash. I have something actually pretty amazing I want to show you guys. Adam, are you back yet? Please say yes. Yes, you are. Okay. please be back. Okay, so before we go through, we do the $1,000 giveaway, I want to show them the stuff that we were going over today.
Got it. So I'm going to go through a little bit of a demo of a tool that is not yet live for True Trading Group members, but it will be. It will be live for True Trading Group members very soon. And this is, basically we have built a tool that does not yet exist. Something that will greatly help the retail trader. We have combined real-time data with artificial intelligence. And when we say real-time data, we mean real-time data, not 15 minutes delayed, none of that. Thanks to our partners at Polygon, we are currently developing an artificial intelligence using OpenAI and ChatGPT-4 with real-time streaming market data. And I'm going to do a live demo for everyone right now. So kind of a big deal.
It's an amazing, amazing thing.
All right. Let us begin. I do want to preface this with the fact that pay no attention to the way that it looks or how the text is formatted. This is a very, very beginning stage thing. What we want to look at when we're looking at this is the fact that the information that it's giving is completely accurate. So pay no attention to the overall design. It can be kind of boring, but here we go. It'll look cooler when we launch it live. So the way we do it is we enter a command. That was really loud. We enter a command. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to want to get a snapshot of the SPY. So I put in the command and I get a snapshot of the SPY. We get the close, the high, the low, the open, the VWAP, the last trading price. You can see the last trading price, 8 p.m. because guess what? It gives you pre and post market data whenever you do this, right? Then let's say we want to do, let's see. We'll do SMA SPY 5. I want the simple moving average for the SPY for the last 5 days. Then we'll get the exponential moving average of the SPY for the last 5 days. And then let's get the RSI for the SPY for the last 5 days. And then on top of that, we can do the last 10 trading days where we get the open, close, high, low, number of transactions, volume, VWAP, and date, right? So what we've just done is we've pulled in a bunch of live real-time data into this. And now that we have our data in here, I'm going to ask it, I'm going to say, using the data a price, or here, give me a trading analysis and prediction for the SPY like a stock market analyst would, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to give it a second. It's going to take about a minute because we're on a development server, so it's going to just take about a minute for it to come through. Somebody asked me if this is DOS. No, this is not DOS. But let's give it a second here. Appreciate everyone's patience. It will work. It just takes a minute because we are on a dev server. Again, this is not available to True Trading Group members yet, but it will be. Mike, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. So I think anywhere from like a minute to 2 minutes. So what it's actually doing right now is it's going through and it's processing this data. And again, like I said, this process will be much faster when this goes, to development to True Trading Group members. But here we go. Mike, can you read that?
Hold on, let me make my screen as big as I can. Yes, I can. Based on the data provided for the SPY S&P 500 ETF, here is a trading analysis and prediction. In the past 10 days, the SPY has shown some volatility with the highest price reaching 417.62 and the lowest price 403.74. The average volume during this period is around 73 million shares, indicating a decent level of liquidity for traders. The 5-day simple moving average shows a slight upward trend with the latest value at 413.01. The 5-day exponential moving average also indicates a similar trend with the latest value of 412.56. This suggests that the SPY is experiencing a short-term bullish momentum. The relative strength index of 14 for the past 5 days ranges between 52,216 and 54,699, which is close to the midpoint of 50. This indicates that the SPY is neither overbought nor oversold and is currently in a neutral territory. Considering the above technical indicators and the recent market data, the short-term outlook for the SPY appears to be cautiously bullish. However, it is essential to keep an eye on the broader market trends, economic data, and any potential geopolitical events that may impact the overall market sentiment. As a stock market analyst, I would recommend monitoring the SPY closely and considering a long position if the upward momentum continues with a stop-loss order in place to protect against potential downturns. It is crucial to stay informed about market news and updates and adjust your trading strategy accordingly. Please note that this analysis is for information purposes only and it should not be considered as financial advice. Always consult with the financial professional before making investment decisions.
That is pretty freaking cool, right?
Very.
Would you like to see another party trick?
I like party tricks very much.
Very well. I will do one. So now, let's take this a step further. Okay. We do /stock SPY, and let's do 30. So this is going to give me the last 30 days or 31 days of price information for the SPY. Okay. Now, what I'm going to ask it is I'm going to say, based on this data for the SPY, please identify.
This is cool.
What?
This is so cool. Go ahead.
Please identify every candlestick pattern you can. So we trained the AI to recognize literally every single candlestick pattern in existence. Okay. So once it has the real-time data for the last 31 days, we're going to go ahead and we're going to say, okay, using a daily, give me every candlestick pattern that you can identify. So again, it's going to take a minute or two, but it's going to go through this and it's going to go ahead and give us every single candlestick pattern that it can identify. Yes, as this progresses, it will have different time frames. So you will be able to do minutes and so on.
You'll be able to look for candlestick patterns within a shorter time frame than a daily chart.
So let's just give this a second to load. Yes, Thomas Alberson. There we go. You have to read all of it, but if you want to.
Yep. Based on the provided data, here are some candlestick patterns that can be identified for the SPY. Day 1 to day 2 of the data set that Adam entered. Bearish engulfing pattern. This pattern indicates a potential reversal from a bullish trend to a bearish trend. The bearish candle on day 2 engulfs the bullish candle on the day 1. Then there's another candle pattern on day 6 to day 7, which is a bullish engulfing pattern. From day 8 to day 9, a bullish harami pattern. Okay, so it's identified. Let me see here. 3. What's the next one? Day 14 to day 15, bullish engulfing. Day 22 to day 23, bullish engulfing. Bearish harami from day 24 to day 25. Okay, so you guys are seeing, I mean, I'm not going to read the entire paragraph for you, but you guys can see that it tells you on what day or what days it is seeing a bearish harami candle, if there's a bullish engulfing candle, if there's a shooting star, if there's, three bullish soldiers, if there's an abandoned baby pattern. Like, it will tell you what candlestick pattern is appearing on which days. And when it tells you what candlestick pattern it is, it tells you what that candlestick pattern means. So you might say, oh, what 3 bullish soldiers, or 3, it's also called 3 white soldiers, 3 green soldiers, 3 white knights, 3 green knights, whatever. There's a lot of different names for that one particular. What does that mean? Is that bullish? Is that bearish? Right? It'll tell you what these things actually mean and what's expected. So this is the development of our AI program, and this is how it's going to be able to identify patterns and setups and everything for members of True Trading Group. And it's still in development, and this is something that our team is very hard at work in building out for you guys. It's going to be an absolute revolutionary tool that we will have, and we will only have.
Now, one more cool trick, and then we'll move on. But Mike, what is one of the biggest catalysts when you're trying to predict price movement or get a good idea of what's going on in the market? Be news, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I did here is I showed you different analysis based on pricing data, but not sentiment. Not sentiment based on news or other macroeconomic events, right? Mm-hmm. So let's try a little trick. So let's bring back the last, let's call it 10 days of the SPY pricing, right?
Yep.
And then let's then bring up all the news from the SPY, the last 20 news releases from the SPY. Okay?
Well, the SPY doesn't issue press.
Well, like press, PR.
Just news events.
News events for the SPY, right? Okay. The AI is actually summarizing it and then creating sentiment for it as well, or identifying sentiment. So now that we have our news and we have our pricing for the last 10 days, I'm going to repeat again. Based on the news and pricing, based on the news and data for the SPY, write me a trading analysis and prediction for the SPY like a stock market analyst would. So let's see. Let's give it a moment. So now what this is going to do is this is going to take into account sentiment and news in combination with the pricing data. If you're a TTG member, I would start to get very excited.
Yeah. See, we are feeding real-time data into this, which is not something that you have with ChatGPT.
Just give it a moment. It'll populate in a second. What do you guys think about this so far? Maybe give a little bit of feedback. And while we wait, we got to welcome Steven.
Steven, welcome.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. I was thinking Steve Madden from Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
Steve. Steve, welcome to the family, Steve. Guys, we're down to 2 laptops, right? You got 2 laptops remaining. These are bad. Listen, these are not your average True Trading Group live stream laptops. These are $1,000 value laptops, guys. Grab them. There's only 2 of them left.
Holy crap. It gave it a title.
What?
It gave it a title. Title, Spy Trading Analysis and Prediction.
Nice. Yeah, guys. So again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Price drops down 20%. $17.68 for the whole year. No upsell for courses, no upsell for tools. It's all included. You got the free laptop worth $1,000 on the laptop. All right. And if you can't make the $17.68 back, at least one store in your membership, I have no problem, guys. I believe in the platform that we've created. I'll give you back $3,536. That's double what you paid to join the platform, because we've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.43% of our users since 2016. So I'm pretty confident that you're not going to need the double your money back guarantee, but it's there for peace of mind, and you can keep the free laptop. We ship anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you live. You guys can get the free laptop. You can trade with it, game with it, do whatever you want with it, sell it on eBay. I don't care. It's up to you guys. It's yours.
All right, read this real quick.
Okay. The SPY has experienced increased volatility in recent weeks, driven by concerns surrounding the debt ceiling negotiations and elevated inflation expectations. While the market has shown resilience in the face of those challenges, investors should remain cautious and be prepared for potential short-term fluctuations. Key factors: 1, the debt ceiling negotiations. The ongoing debt ceiling crisis has been a significant catalyst for market fluctuations. While President Joe Biden has expressed optimism about reaching a deal with House Republicans, the two sides remain far apart in their negotiations. A failure to reach an agreement could lead to chaotic U.S. default as soon as June 1st, which would likely have a negative impact on the SPY. Not likely. 1,000% would have a negative impact on the SPY. Inflation expectations. The University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Report for May showed a sharp drop in consumer sentiment, with long-term inflation expectations surging their highest level since April of 2011. This has fueled concerns that the Federal Reserve may need to take more aggressive action to combat inflation, which could lead to further market volatility. Technical analysis: the SPY has been trading in a tight range recently, with support around 410 level and resistance near 415. The ETF has been struggling to break above this resistance level, and a failure to do so could result in a short-term pullback. On the other hand, a successful break above 415 could signal a continuation of the uptrend. Prediction: in the short term, the SPY is likely to remain volatile as investors weigh the potential outcomes of the debt ceiling negotiations and monitor inflation expectations. While the market has shown resilience in the face of these challenges, investors should remain cautious and be prepared for potential fluctuations. In the medium to long term, the SPY could continue to trend higher if the debt ceiling agreement is reached and inflation concerns subside. However, if these issues persist or worsen, the ETF may face increased selling pressure and a potential downtrend. As a stock market analyst, I would recommend investors to closely monitor the developments surrounding the debt ceiling negotiations and inflation expectations. It is crucial to maintain a diversified portfolio and be prepared to adjust positions based on changing market conditions.
What do you think?
It's amazing. I mean, it really can help people truly understand what is going on in the market and what can move the market, and whether things are whether a piece of news is bullish or a piece of news is bearish. You hear me talk a lot about in these live streams how it's so important for you to understand what the market cares about right now. Why is the market going up? Why is the market going down? Because if you don't know what would make the markets go up or down, then how are you ever going to know how to position yourself when an event happens or a catalyst happens? How are you ever going to know when the trend changes, right? A lot of people get caught when the trend changes. Right? Just look at 2022. 2021, it was just up. And when that trend broke, you had all these people that just got into the market for the first time in 2021. They didn't realize markets could go down, and they just kept buying the dip. They got their heads taken off. right? You have to understand what makes the market go up, what makes the market go down, what events the market cares about at this point in time, because that changes. 1 week, the market can focus on one thing. It could be a glass half empty. The next week, it can focus on something else, it being glass half full. You have to understand what those things are. And this helps you understand that in a way that retail traders never had access to before, unless you were sitting next to a professional trader or a hedge fund analyst or something like that to walk that stuff through for you guys.
I'm very excited about this.
It's incredible.
We're going to be able to have real-time charts in here as well.
It's incredible.
So just a little demo of what's to come and what will be available to True Trading Group members. So very excited about that.
The value just continues to grow here at True Trading Group.
Yeah,
members continue to get more than what they could have ever dreamed of.
I don't think anyone was counting on having that here. I mean, that thing doesn't exist.
Yeah, we're building it.
So yeah, very cool. Again, big shout out to our partners over at Polygon.io. They are allowing us to build this out behind the scenes with their API.
Yes.
So huge shout out to them.
Big shout out to our
Without Polygon, this would not be possible.
Amazing company.
Incredible company. So thank you guys very much at Polygon. Our members, thank you. Thank you for allowing us to work with your, API and your back end to bring this to people.
You love it when people let you work with their back end, man. Let me tell you.
Your mom loved it.
Oh, you see, now that just crossed.
I'm just kidding, Elaine.
Yeah, you better be kidding.
I'm just kidding. Guy, I'm kidding.
My father will be down there in Florida before you can get out of that chair.
Anyways. It's almost like a reaction at this point,
I know. It's fine.
Yeah. You guys better not get acquired. I gotta tell you,
no other group is close. They said nobody's even close to this. Like, I mean, you know what?
Because nobody gives a shit. Nobody.
Yeah,
gives
that's
a
the thing.
crap.
Like, that's the reason why nobody else, no other group that offers what we offer. Well, they don't offer what we offer, but no other group that has a chat and courses and nobody has anywhere near this stuff is because they don't care. They don't actually care if you're successful or not. All they care about is let's spend as much money on marketing as we can. Let's convince everybody that if they follow what we're doing, they can have a Lamborghini and a yacht. And we get all these people to join. They fail, and they just replace them with somebody else. They're just a number. They are marketers. They're not traders. They don't care about the retail trader. They don't care about leveling the playing field for you. They don't care about being the reason why Wall Street stops referring to the retail trader as dumb money. That's our mission at True Trading Group, is to be the reason why Wall Street stops referring to retail traders as dumb money. I want us to be the reason for that. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that's what hedge funds and Wall Street and professional.
Real quick. No, I'm not saying invest in Polygon. I am not talking about the cryptocurrency Polygon and Matic. I am talking about the website and company Polygon.io. It is 1000% separate from the crypto. I am not saying to invest in Polygon or Matic.
Thank you for that, for clarifying that.
Okay.
Don't want anybody to get that twisted. Not the same thing.
Could you imagine, like, tomorrow, just Polygon has this, like, giant spike?
No. So, yeah, nobody else comes close. Nobody else comes close to what we have on the platform and the guidance that members get. Nobody comes close. So, ttgoffer.com, folks. TTG121. If you guys want to join the community, you'll have access to that AI tool, as well as everything else that I mentioned to you guys before. And you're going to get a brand new $1,000 free laptop, an HP Victus. The thing is a beast. Only 2 of them left, though. Only 2 of them left. Well, folks, we got to do giveaway time, Adam.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready. Good luck, guys.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Who's the winner? Blank.
The Invisible Man. All right, let's do it again.
The winner is blank. Well, whoever wins this $1,000, I know. Well, never mind. If you joined, you wouldn't need to buy. You wouldn't need to spend it on a laptop. I'll tell you that. Mark Suckle. Suckle. Mark Suckle. Congratulations, Mark. Congratulations, Mark. Mark, you have. Wait, Adam, are you calling him? Is he calling you? What's he doing there?
You don't call no other dude delicious.
How's he gonna win? You're gonna call him?
No. So actually, 1 second, please.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed, man.
Yeah. So Mark Suckle. Oh my God, Gio, stop. So here's some of the stipulations of this. If you're a previous TTG member or trial member, you cannot win the cash, but you can get $1,000 credit if you want to come home and pay the difference for an annual membership. So Mark Suckle, being a trial member from 2022, can.
Oh, Mark, my brother. All right, so Mark, oh man, so Mark, you can't win the $1,000, but you could get the $1,000 credit towards the TTG membership since you already were a trial member in the past.
I got a feeling Mark Suckle isn't on the live stream.
I haven't seen a Mark Suckle comment, so it's possible he's not.
He's probably suckling on that teat.
See, man, you gotta stop. You're grasping at straws at this point. You gotta stop.
All right, let's spin it again.
All right, is it gonna be blank? Nope. Who's gonna be? Jimmy Hart. No, I'm only kidding. Sarah. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Sarah Pisha Cake.
Sarah Pisha. No, I don't know how to pronounce that. But Sarah, congratulations, Sarah. I hope you know the code words. There's 2 of them.
Wait. Let's see. Yo, it's GoFundMe Sarah.
Oh, is it really? No,
Yeah.
It's great. GoFundMe Sarah. Congrats.
Please be on here. Please be on here. Yeah, we do. Can somebody go and STR? Oh, there she is. Thank God.
There she is. Yes. All right.
She's a good person.
Yeah, GoFundMe Sarah is a good member. GoFundMe Sarah, congratulations. So, Adam, what does she have to do, man? You calling her? Is she calling you? What's the deal?
She has my info. Tell Sarah, shoot me a text. You win.
You win. Sarah.
She knows the word. She knows the code words.
Yeah, I know she does.
0% chance that she's on here every single night.
She is. She knows the code words. Well, Sarah, congratulations on a free $1,000. Don't spend it all at once. Or maybe you should. Depends on what you're buying.
What?
I said, don't spend it all at once, but I said, but maybe you should. Depends on what you're buying. So congratulations. GoFundMe Sarah, TTG username.
Why is she called GoFundMe Sarah?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do, actually. Sarah, does that bother you that Mike doesn't remember that? It would bother me. It's called she called herself GoFundMe Sarah because she didn't have the money to join True Trading Group and desperately wanted to. So she started a GoFundMe account to join True Trading Group.
That's amazing. Why are you laughing?
Because it was awesome.
That's very awesome.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible. Sarah, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
Oh my God.
I saw. That's absolutely amazing.
We got to welcome Andre.
Andre, welcome. We are down to one laptop now. Everybody welcome Andre. Andre is the new, Andre with an E.
I like that.
I'm going to call him Endre. Endre, welcome to the TTG family. We have one spot now remaining. Guys. I would hurry up and go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121, 20% discount. $1,000 value laptop free. One left. As long as you see the laptop in your checkout cart, you are getting it. The link for the spec sheet, it's right there next to the icon. If you guys want to check out the specs on the laptop, you're more than welcome to do so. It is an HP Victus. It is badass, totally free. We ship anywhere in the world. We cover shipping. We have members in 100 different countries. It doesn't matter where you live. We'll get
We
to
even
that.
have members in Ohio.
We even have members in Ohio. Something wrong with you, man.
Nah, man. Ohio is like their own country now.
We have a lot of people in Ohio, Adam.
I know. You don't get it.
I do, man. I get it. I'm just, it's late. Guys, that wraps up the educational part of the live stream and the fun stuff. What I'll do now is I'll show you the actual platform so you can see what the 1768 is going to get you for the entire year. You already know it's getting you this badass $1,000 laptop. But let me show you what the platform actually looks like for those of you that are unsure what it looks like. Now, if you're not interested in membership at all, you guys can sign up for the live stream. Make sure you subscribe, smash the like button.
Sarah, do you want to keep the 1,000 or double it and give it to the next person? Just kidding. Joe goes, oh my God.
All right, so what you see here is our chat room. This is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live with the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're with you from pre-market through to the after-hour session. We're not just gone after an hour and you're left to fend for yourself. We are with you for the entire trading session. We are also available on the mobile app. If you can't be
when he watches TikTok, he said double it.
If you guys can't be in front of your computer screen, you can use the mobile app. The mobile app lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio, as well as get real-time push notifications when the moderators enter or exit trades. That way you guys can follow along with everything that we're doing in chat, even if you're not in front of your computer. You're also going to get 2 private study groups with our moderators, help speed up your learning curve. You get the Benzinga Pro news feed, live up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat. That alone is $1,000. If you go to Benzinga, it's included when you join your trading group. You also get congressional trading data to track the trades from members of Congress. Trading View's premium charting software. That's $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly for those charting software. It is on our platform included. The Trade Ideas Scanner streams on our platform, tells you what stocks are hottest so that you guys know exactly what stocks you should be focusing your attention on. Our simulator from ETNA lets you trade stocks, options, crypto futures with fake money, but in real-time data so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses without risking a hard-earned buck. This would cost you just under $1,000 if you went to ETNA directly. It's included with your membership. You also get our own proprietary scan that lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, very expensive data, folks. If you pay for it on your own, it's included when you join True Trading Group. You also get a trading journal that tracks your trading and breaks it down to the statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. You got our AI tool that we just showed you guys earlier that we're working on and is in development. You have analyst ratings that will tell you how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock. All of this is included when you join our platform. There's no upsell for a single one of these things. You get watch lists every day from the mods, what stocks we're focusing on with detailed game plans of how we plan on trading them, where we buying, where we shorting. That's exactly where you guys know. You'll know exactly where to focus your time and attention before the day even begins. Then, of course, all of our courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. There are no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. We don't sell you half the solution. We don't play games like that. And on top of the courses, a video library that will that has 600 hours of workshops and webinars covering a variety of different topics. And then you guys can start attending these workshops live once you become a full-time member, guys. I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined your training group, but I can guarantee if you join, go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group, and cannot make back the 1768 at least once during your membership, then we're going to give you back $3,536. That's double your membership fee. You can keep the free laptop. There's only one left. Go to ttgoffer.com. It's a $1,000 laptop here tonight, HP Invictus. Okay, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. If you have questions or you're a previous trial, or previous member, text us. We got to whitelist your email. Numbers right down there at the bottom, 786-505-4049, 786-505-4049. Have a great night, guys.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one right there.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. That's Adam and I during Fed Day. That's there it is. Guys, thank you for putting up with our craziness today. You can tell it's been a long day. Adam and I need to get some sleep. I gotta go to bed. I need some sleep. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys have questions, like I said, text the number at the bottom. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care, guys.